Yo, y'all hear about Snoop Dogg stop smoking weed?
Yeah, no, that's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar retiring from the NBA. It's like this nigga put up the most points. He's been in the league for 20 years. Nobody's ever going to put up these points. We just lost this Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
What do you think could have possibly happened that made Snoop not want to smoke weed anymore?
He probably realized how much he was paying his blunt roller.
I was just going to say that, dude. I was like, yeah.
Wait,
he's like,
how much? Bitch, move. Get out of here.
How sad is that? How sad was that guy looking at his Instagram? No!
Dude, imagine Snoop Dogg in rehab. They're like, what happened due to your addiction? I don't know. I made millions of dollars. Starred in film and television roles for the past 25 years.
Yeah.
We here. Live.
Yo,
Freaking K Studio.
Two niggas in the pod. Two Nat, baby. We are in here.
Greatest podcast in the world.
Yes, sir. My name is Daniel West, Sir D West, for all you people that love me, I guess. Yeah.
I am your other host, Jordan McDonald, the wonderful motherfucking unicorn. And per usual, we got Batman, Redman, Bellman, Uber driving man, married man. He been eating good because he's a married man now, man. Producer man of the motherfucking year.
Yo,
Jimmy
what up?
Clifford. On the
Jimmy
ones and twos
motherfucking
per usual.
Good, man.
And today, this morning, early morning, we have a very special guest in the motherfucking studio. I guess technically you could say it's 3 Nap now. 2 niggas in the pod plus 1 Nicholas in the pod. Nicholas Ceppaglia!
Yo, what's up, my Nicholases?
Take it easy.
Okay, now speaking of Wild Wild West, Daniel, the hat, dude.
Yes.
Love
Yeah, it looks great.
Black Crocodile Dundee. Hell yeah.
I've got Black Crocodile Dundee. I've got Django. This is,
You need to
this is
go
great.
beat up an alligator and take their tooth and put it in. Be like, yeah.
All you're missing is the purple suit, dude. Or the blue suit.
Oh, the blue
suit,
suit.
yeah.
Blue suit.
That's not a knife. No, that's a knife.
That's a knob. Yeah, I just got back from New Mexico.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was fucking.
He was on the newer side.
Long ass drive, but it was fucking fantastic. We stayed in the mountains on a fucking Native American reservation.
Oh,
Have you ever stayed in the mountains before?
No, that was a
man.
fucking.
Oh,
trip.
Have you ever seen
you're
mountains
from Texas,
before?
right?
Yeah, I'm from Texas.
Oh, yeah. That's the one thing I miss about living out here is there's no mountains.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's
the one thing.
I'm from Houston, so just wildlife in general.
Was that your first time seeing
foreign.
mountains?
I mean, yeah, like driving up them and shit. Yeah.
First time I saw mountains, I was like 21, 22. I damn near cried. I was
Yeah.
like, nigga, what? These
Yeah.
are real. This is crazy.
It's
Niggas
a
are bird.
completely different just way of looking at things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a whole town in like up this fucking mountain where these niggas they got a fucking Starbucks, they got a fucking Domino's pizza, and that's like the only real chains they got up there. But like,
And then you'll see one of them big ass mountain goats just walking across the road. I'm like, damn, this is casual.
yeah, they got deers just in yards and shit, all
yeah.
types of like. At a certain point, now you see elk just come out and they're just everywhere.
They're just doing
Just,
their thing.
yeah, like
Joe
Yeah,
Rogan's
nature.
riding one.
with a bow and arrow.
He's
just-
riding one, hunting the other one. He's like, watch this as I do your friends.
It's fucking dope. It's a dope experience. First time seeing Native Americans.
Yeah, dude, what is Native?
Everywhere.
I want to know what is the relationship between Native Americans and black people? Like, you know how black people and Jews are always arguing about who's been
Yeah.
oppressed more?
I think
Is that the same vibe or no?
no. I think there's a mutual understanding of y'all got fucked first, and then we got fucked next.
Because of them, because they walked, they run.
Yeah.
That way, because like Indians don't have anything now.
They
No,
got
I mean
casinos.
they do.
They have casinos. That's it. Though. And their population is so small compared
yeah,
to what it was.
it's so
Like,
small, and
It's basically genocide.
it's so small, and then the way they have to like prove themselves,
Yeah.
like they have to have a certain amount of blood in order to get the fucking benefits.
And you have to live on
and
the
everything.
reservation.
And
You
I
can't-
think,
you can't live
and I
anywhere
think
else.
somebody told me their correct way to name them is Native Indian, because they have to have the term Indian in there to get this benefits.
Really?
So it's like
semantics.
if they gave us reparations, we're calling us niggas. It's just
horrible.
Like, it's fucking wild. But like,
Gotta have nigga in there.
yeah,
You gotta have it in
run
there.
me my money. Yeah, no, it's just wild. And like, we went Friday clubbing like at a local spot. We just went out late, and
Where in New
it was
Mexico
only
were you?
one. Yeah, it was in New Mexico.
Where we're at though.
Ruidoso.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you
And
was in
there was
deep.
only one spot open. Oh, they had a liquor store open though till
Goddamn right they did.
2:30.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit! I was like, well, baby, let's go to the liquor store right now. This is after 9 o'clock. This is fucking amazing. And they had one club, and they were playing like R&B music. There was like no black people, but like a bunch of white people in cowboy hats and like Mexicans and Native Americans, and you can't really tell which is which between the two. But like there's a difference here because some of them are speaking Spanish, and some of them you think are speaking Spanish, but you don't know what
Some
the
of
fuck
them are wearing beads.
is going on. Yeah,
Speaking a 2,000-year-old language and shit.
yeah. It's fucking wild, dude. Like I gambled with a Native American dude, old dude in the walker. And we both won money. He saw me later on the day. He was like, "Yeah, dude." I was like, "Yeah, my man." Yeah, it was fucking fantastic.
And why'd you go?
My girl just wanted to have another vacation. We just
But to New Mexico, she's like, fuck
yeah,
it.
she fucking booked the place, paid for it, and
Cool.
fucking yeah. She was like, "All right, cool, let's
awesome.
go." The end of the mountain gods is what it's called. It's fucking
Okay.
Oh damn.
nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Getting your
Was it like a
spirituality on and
glamping
shit.
situation?
What's
Like,
up?
Was it like a glamping place, or was it like a cabin, or was it like?
No, it was
you
it was
tinted
it was
up?
like an actual casino hotel.
Oh,
resort,
okay. You went
like
to
a
the
gold
hotel.
nugget.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool, nice.
Yeah, just inside the fucking balcony had a view of the fucking
Do
mountain.
they let you
ranges and shit.
drink inside the casino, like while you were gambling?
Yeah, you can buy a
Okay.
fucking.
'Cause I went to a
liquor
casino in
their
New
gift shop.
Mexico. I went to a casino in New Mexico, and they wouldn't let you drink out on the game floor.
Oh, not on the game floor. No.
Oh yeah,
that's
see,
New Mexico
ridiculous.
law.
Really?
Yeah, that's New
Yeah,
Mexico law.
it's
You can't drink
crazy.
on the casino floor,
Damn.
which
So-
I was confused by because I'm Louisiana. You can drink all in that motherfucker. But
In Louisiana, you're actually required to drink.
Yeah,
while you
it's like-
play.
Well, no, even in Vegas, like you sit there and do a slot, and someone will come up to you and be like, "What do you want to
Yeah,
drink?"
you
know?
just
Yeah.
tip them too. It's great.
Like honestly, I would just go up and like last time I went to Vegas, I think it was like 2014 for EDC, but like my friends were gambling, and my mom had a gambling problem growing up, lost a bunch of money, like.
Okay.
So I just never appealed to me like gambling. But we're at the hotel during the day waiting to go to the concert at night. And I'm like, man, I want to drink. And I was just like, my buddy's like, just sit down at a slot. And I was like, I'm not going to gamble. I was like, no, just sit down and act like you're slot. And I was like, why?
Yeah.
He's like, they'll bring you drinks. I was like, okay. And sat down, pulled the thing once, didn't even put money in it. Just pulled it. Within 2 seconds, the lady came to me, what do you want to drink?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll take a
it's
Jameson.
awesome.
I'll take a Jameson ginger ale. All right, cool. She walks away.
Yeah.
I go, a couple more fake times. Brings it by. Oh, thanks. Got up and walked away.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
It's so
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah, but
dude.
when you're gambling, you want to be drinking while you're playing.
Exactly.
Well,
It's
that's the one thing is I don't understand why they wouldn't
That's
want
how
you
you
to
get into
do.
the
Why
motion.
they and maybe
Well,
it's
it's-
just they don't want people to get upset.
Yeah, I
think
mean
it's-
it's New Mexico law, but like
Yeah.
they come by with a card. Do you want a soft drink or water? And I was like,
I think what it is because
They care about their citizens.
well, yeah, well, Native American people have like notorious like drinking problems within like their communities and stuff.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh yeah,
But,
alcoholism.
fam,
and all the casinos are on reservations, and they don't like want people to indulge, I guess, too much.
yeah, but they also were selling liquor in the gift shop. Like you could buy an entire tequila bottle
Put it in your
in the
pocket.
fucking in the fucking section where you could buy the t-shirts.
I
Just
just
because tequila is a gift.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
If I'm gambling and shooting craps, I want a drink.
Is that your game? You shoot craps?
Yeah, I learned how to play when I went to fucking Nevada
With Dean?
with Dean. Yeah, and I was like, this. I can see how this becomes a problem. This is
Yeah.
a good
Yeah.
time, man.
Nice.
I like poker because poker's the only game where they don't care who wins. Like the casino takes a piece of every pot.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So like you're not at a disadvantage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Craps is just fun because it's an energy thing. Because you could be playing with a whole bunch of strangers and everybody could be winning. You know, if somebody's just rolling good, like everybody's gonna win and
Yeah.
everybody's gonna have a good time. So now you're cheering on this person. So it's like, yo, I want you to do well because that means I'm doing well. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's why in the movies when they roll snake eyes, the whole table goes ah instead of ah.
Yeah, no, I play blackjack, and I love it. I've won a lot of money playing blackjack. I've also lost a lot of money playing blackjack, and it's just I don't know if it's a vibe thing. I think it's like where you sit at the table if there's other motherfuckers there, like you'll get pissed off watching other people play blackjack in front of you because if they rank a wrong move, they hit. And you needed that fucking card. You like, I swear to God, you'll never want to kill somebody more.
You hit on 17. I needed that 5.
Bro, this bitch split 4s, and the dealer was showing a 3. I was like, "What's wrong with you?" She split 4s and then kept hitting. She would have had 21 if she would have kept that fucking 8 she had. And I fucking bust out, and I'm like, "You bitch,
Yeah.
you fucking bitch."
That sucks.
Yo, y'all hear about Snoop Dogg stop smoking weed?
I
Yeah,
did.
man.
Is that real?
I
fucking hope
I think
it's
it's
not
a
real.
ploy for him to get in the edible business, if he's not already. Like, but that's probably what, because I don't think he's gonna quit cold turkey.
I think he is. Like, well, he already has a weed company.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like, you think he's gonna sell all that shit or just
No,
convert it to?
that shit, nigga.
Hey, I stopped smoking, but I ain't giving up on the weed though, nigga. Here's these Snoop edibles, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's almost what I thought too. Is I was like, oh, he's just gonna go to edibles, but you know, I mean, he's what in his 60s now.
Everybody has like
Getting
a
older?
mushroom brain.
Dude,
and
if
shit.
he got edibles, he would have to call them Snoopy treats, right?
Snoopy treats,
dog,
yeah.
yeah.
Bro, he made like a big dramatic post. He was like, "Please respect my privacy." At
That's
this time.
It's the funniest thing is like all the celebrity pictures I've seen with the same picture, like black and white with the hands like this.
Yeah.
And it's like I saw one said Burt Kreischer, and it's like I'm giving up Kool-Aid. Please respect my privacy.
Yeah, no, that's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar retiring from the NBA. It's like this nigga put up the most points. He's been in the league for 20 years. Nobody's ever gonna put up these points until like LeBron comes.
Yeah.
But like we just lost this Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
You know what?
Yes,
I bet
but
he.
Wiz is coming right behind him, bro.
Oh yeah,
I don't think Wiz is as popular though. Like Snoop is like Snoop is Snoop. Like this nigga's that
but
big,
Snoop
but I don't
is
think
also
Wiz is.
30 years older than
Yeah, by the time that Wiz is Snoop's age, he'll probably be the next generation Snoop Dogg. And my whole thing is too. What if I'm pretty sure Snoop probably quit smoking weed a while ago, and he only made the public post because every time he goes out, someone's like, "Oh, Snoop, let's smoke." It's
Yeah.
like, I can't smoke.
Like,
Like, what, you a bitch? Like,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, he could easily be like, I don't want to smoke your weed.
Yeah, it's true. That's all he had to say.
What do you think could have possibly happened that made Snoop not want to smoke weed anymore?
Well, I was reading some stuff, and supposedly he was smoking like 80 blunts a day.
Yeah.
And then I feel like one day he was just like, "Nigga, I'm on blunt 78. This is kind of ridiculous. I've been doing this shit for like 35 years straight, just smoking."
He probably realized how much he was paying his blunt roller.
I was just gonna say that, dude. I was like, yeah.
Wait,
He's like,
how much? Bitch, move. Get out of here.
how sad is that? How sad was that guy looking at his Instagram? No.
He probably saw how much he was paying his blunt roller, fired him, and then tried to roll his unblunts after years of not doing it. He was like, I can't do this shit no more. I got arthritis. I can't.
Yeah.
My fingers ain't curling.
That's how I swear we live in a Black Mirror episode, and I feel like that just confirms it more, bro.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg doesn't smoke weed anymore. Like,
Dude, imagine Snoop Dogg in rehab. They're like, what happened due to your addiction? I don't know. I made millions of dollars starting film and television roles for the past 25 years.
Yeah.
they let me smoke anywhere, everywhere I go.
I smoked weed in the White House.
You guys ever watch him play Call of Duty?
Yeah, yeah.
Shit's so fun.
Hilarious.
Just watching Snoop play Call of Duty is just all like, yeah.
I like the video of him playing Madden and losing. He like freaks out.
Yeah.
Man,
He does work on
game, bro.
Call of Duty though. Those videos are hilarious. Sometimes he's just like,
I
when he gets all
got your
pumped.
6, cuz.
Yeah, he gets all pumped. Yo, what up? Whoa, yeah, that's right. You see him talking shit and stuff. It's really funny.
You think if he caught his kids smoking weed at a young age, he would have yelled at them?
I doubt
Nah,
it.
probably not.
No.
Probably
maybe
like, yo,
because
pass
you got to
that
remember,
shit.
like his kids in college ball right now.
Yeah.
His kid's like a really good football player.
No,
I think.
he quit.
Oh, did he quit?
Yeah,
football?
he quit because he said that he just felt that that's how him and his dad could relate. That's why he was playing football, but he was like, I don't like doing it, so he stopped playing. Yeah.
That's the only way that he could relate to Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, that's how he said that
Bro,
he could relate to
Martha
his dad.
Stewart can relate to Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, he said since his dad's like a big football fan, he felt pressured to just make his dad proud. You know, father-son shit. I just want to make you proud, daddy.
This nigga was giving
Understandable.
himself CTE just for his father's love.
Yeah, yeah. And then was like, fuck that. Didn't Diddy's son play football too?
I don't know.
Fuck that. Speaking of Diddy.
Yeah, speaking of Diddy.
Speaking of Diddy. Yeah, please break this down for me.
Yo, Diddy's been. It's always been rumored that Diddy's been like this wild, like black mafioso type dude, but his ex, Cassie, I don't even ex is in quotes because the way she tells it, this she was like a
They were
sex
like married
slave.
though, so
No, they weren't. They were never
they
married.
weren't married.
Yeah, no,
okay,
they were.
never
But
mind.
she was with him for 10 years. At like she was like 19 or whatever, and he basically like stopped her career. It was like, you're with me now, and like she put out a lawsuit that he like sexually assaulted her, raped her for all these years, and in the lawsuit there's a section where it talks about how she was talking to Kid Cudi at one point, and Cudi's car blew up one morning.
Oh,
and
man.
apparently Diddy's hit some guys and blew up his car.
I've heard stories about Diddy like being like that, like
Yeah.
truly like he's like he'll send people over after you and stuff like, and
Especially over Cassie, just wilding, just because it was his girl. But he,
Imagine you're like Kid Cudi just chilling at the crib and stuff, and then like you're like, yo, did y'all hear something?
Yeah.
You like fucking just walk out, your car's on fire and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what the fuck?
what if that was the
wild.
morning you delivered him food?
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, bro, in California, that
Oh,
would
you
be crazy.
deliver Kid Cudi food?
Yeah, I delivered Kid Cudi food in L.A. Yeah. No, this was probably afterwards. Yeah.
He said, "Oh, Cudi, what's up?" Oh,
Bro, it was wild. Nigga, that was weird because I go to this crib with this big ass house in the hills, and there's like a gate that was locked. So I ring the bell on the gate, and this dude walks out, and he's wearing, like, I shit you not, this huge, like, cape cloak thing, like this thing covering his face, and all I could see was like from the nose down, and I was like, nigga, is this Kid Cudi? What the fuck? Because I was like, I know who this is.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, you're wearing a whole Illuminati cloak right now.
Yeah.
I don't think you really want to talk right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just hand you the food and then like dip out because I love you, dog. But nigga, this is also kind of crazy right
Should have
now.
been like, "Yo, Man on the Moon changed my life."
Yeah.
Nigga.
Sorry, I'm just really hungry. I'm really kind of nervous. I got this big meeting with Illuminati later, and I can't do it on an empty stomach.
Bro, Diddy really is the Joker. Remember when he was the Joker for Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh,
He really,
yeah,
he
he
really
was
is.
being
He's
himself.
living out like.
And he
his
got
real
in
life.
that video. He was not holding back either. He
No.
was letting the gangsters.
He almost
come
got
out,
into a
dude.
fight with some dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude. He almost beat the
Some
shit
dude
out
didn't
of-
realize it was Diddy, and he
Yeah.
was just fucking with. He's like, "Yo, what do you move, man?" And then Diddy was like, "What the fuck you want to do?"
When Kid
that was
Cudi's car exploded, you just see like playing cards with like a D on it.
No, it's just a P.
Some goons come back to Diddy. We did it. We sent the message. Yo, videos is going around about like ever since the lawsuit came out. Videos about like people talking about Diddy's ways have also been coming out. Like 50 Cent talking about how suspect and gay he is.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like-
and Usher said that he was like staying at Diddy's crib when he was 10 years old.
He
and
was
they were
15.
wrestling over
Yeah,
Frosted Flakes.
allegedly
Corn Flakes,
Diddy was probably fucking Usher. Because at 15, Usher stayed with Diddy, and when Usher first was coming out, Diddy took him in. He was staying with him, and like you'll see these interviews of them together as adults, and like the energy's weird because it's always Diddy's just
mad
like
weird.
on him, and then Usher's kind of like.
Usher has that real Prague energy in there.
Yeah, and then like if you go online, people say that after like a few years or when Usher turned 18, his mom came and got him out of Diddy's house and was his manager up until he was 30, just so like nobody else would like try and manipulate. Exactly,
No.
no one else would try to manipulate him like that.
We about to get a 4-part docuseries on Diddy.
Yeah.
The monster of Diddy or something.
Didn't he
Give it some
also
crazy
kill
name.
Tupac?
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that like the
that's
most recent
supposedly-
news from that dude's like autobiography that
yeah,
he put out?
No, well they arrested.
They arrested that dude,
Keefe D.
Keefe D. Yeah,
And I don't know if y'all ever watched that TV show that came out with I think it was Timothy Oliphant about the Biggie and Tupac murders. In that TV show, it basically says Keefe D was talking to Diddy, and Diddy was like talking about Tupac. He was like, "Yo, I wish somebody would get this motherfucker," and Keefe D was like, "I got you."
yeah. That's
So apparently, like Diddy said it like out of just like frustration in the moment, and then and according to the TV show, and then Keefe D was like, "All right," and then Tupac got into a fight with one of the Keefe D's goons, and they shot that nigga. So
Diddy just watching news like, bro, I was just like talking shit. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that at all. Like,
Yeah, Diddy
I was
was
just
like-
angry at the time.
He was like, man, I just wish someone would take care of this motherfucker. I got this $100,000 here. I don't know what it's for, but just I wish someone would take this and get rid of this guy. But I'm not asking you to do nothing.
Dog. I don't know. Diddy seems grimy.
Yeah.
Music business seems grimy, but it seems like there's more of that.
yeah,
than,
he
like, we
settled the
realize.
lawsuit in 2 days.
in a day. No,
yeah,
he settled
yeah.
it in 24
He settled
hours.
the lawsuit with Cassie in a day. So
That's how you know
Nigga did
that's
something.
guilty. That's mad guilty behavior.
even Cosby didn't settle that.
Yeah, no.
Didn't Cosby got off though, right?
Cosby's still out,
Cosby-
dog.
No, but he got off like
on
on
a
the technicality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
on a
they
technicality.
used
They,
the
fucking-
interview.
they used
Cosby got off more than once.
it was actually 47 times.
It's probably like more like 75.
Well, actually, we signed some paperwork, and I'm not really guilty.
That was good. That was good.
oh,
And the pudding.
walked up out of the prison cell. Yo, you talking earlier about how you were watching Oz, right?
Oh yeah, I just started. It's incredible. I'm on season 2.
Fam, when Cosby was talking about like going on tour, I was like, I want to go just to hear his prison stories, or like just see a TV show Oz, but it's Cosby in the
Cosby.
wheelchair. It's Cos.
Is he on tour right now?
I don't know. He
Dude,
he said he wanted
blind
to.
and-
Dude, if he's on tour, everyone going to that show is gonna look like Kid Cudi getting their food.
Exactly.
Just a
Bro.
fucking slit over their face.
That's what I said. Yo, you see a fat nigga with a bag over his head, don't say nothing, bro.
I'm gonna go there with a T-shirt that says my name is Nicholas Ceppaglia. My social security number is like. Let them know who I am.
That's crazy.
I want to see this.
At least R. Kelly's still in jail.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh, we got to trade one creep for the other. They're like, R. Kelly's younger.
Nigga, Joe finna be talented as fuck, nigga.
It's funny. You guys know him, Keith Ray, very funny comic.
Yeah.
But he's been joking about R. Kelly and stuff, and he just has this one line. He's like, they sentenced him to 31 years. They should have sentenced him to 31 albums. Yeah. he's like, or something about. He's just like sad that he doesn't get any R. Kelly music. I'm like,
Well, I thought
Is he?
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what?
Yo, Keith Ray is a fat country white dude that drinks beer. I don't think he's ever listened to R. Kelly in his life.
No, he does.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've known Keith for a long, long time. We started in California together.
Mm-hmm.
He is surprisingly very well versed on all types of different like music and like just pop stuff and pop culture and stuff. He knows some shit.
Okay.
What if
Not everything.
What if Tory Lanez and R. Kelly were in the same jail and they like start like two like singing gangs?
Yeah.
You know, they do like
It's like
dance
West
offs and
Side
shit.
Story.
Yeah, West Side
Yeah,
Story.
yeah.
With it.
That would be great. Or if they paired up, just they got together and started a duo.
Oh damn! They playing Escape Route, but it's like a musical. We should make that musical. R. Kelly and Tory Lanez in jail at the same time.
Are you playing R. Kelly?
I don't want to play R. Kelly.
Somebody's got to do it, dog.
Robert. No, I'm a guard. I'm a security guard at the jail. Fuck
You know,
that,
we'll be progressive with it. R. Kelly will be white and I'll play him.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And then we'll make.
I'll play R. Kelly in that fucking interview you did with Gayle King.
Are you attracted?
fucking life.
Are you attracted to teenage boys? Or teenage girls? Define teenage.
Wrong answer, dude. Wrong answer, bro.
There was a video of R. Kelly interview thing, and he was saying like, "Yeah, when I was a little boy, when my mom would kiss my cheek, or when my mom would take a sip from her cup and her lipstick would be left on the cup, I would go and just lick the lipstick." I'm like, "What the fuck, R. Kelly?"
Yo.
Yeah.
Some people are like so fucking horned up from such a young age. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Like, you ever meet that one kid that like you're like all little kids, you're playing with like a stick outside, and he's like, "Yeah, we should like fucking put our fingers in each other's butts," and I'm like, "No, we should not, dude."
No, I don't have that friend, Jimmy.
Yeah, I had that friend, and we are no longer friends.
I was that kid. I found my dad's hustler stash when I was 4 years old. And I don't mean one hustler. I mean a stack of hustlers.
shit.
Hustler,
And
nice.
hustler, not even Playboy, but hustler. You know, like straight up. And ever since that day,
Showing mad hole.
I think that's when I learned how to play doctor.
Nice.
And I played doctor with like all my girlfriends in school, like all my friends that were girls and stuff. There lived
Yeah.
in the neighborhood. This one family moved away because they kept catching us.
Nicholas, stop putting your fingers inside.
It was just like, it wasn't even, it was just like, we're like 5 or 6, have really no idea what we're doing. You know, I'm just imitating what I see in these fucking horrible, like,
Yo,
this
Nick is really playing doctor. His scalpels.
scalpels, taking it. Oh, your appendix is bad.
Got the mace, putting the gloves on and shit.
Snap. Yeah, no, so, yeah, I was that friend. I was that friend that like 13 rolled around. I was like, "Hey guys, check this out." And then I would just start. Then I started in middle school. I just sold all my dad's like porn.
You
to all my
sold
friends
it behind his back.
Yeah. And then one day we were walking in his class and what the fuck? It's
Wait,
just
you were
like,
selling to the other kids?
Yeah, so
Oh.
just selling. I'd already looked.
That's a
through
good
all
hustle, dog.
it was, dude. I was like in middle school. I was the kid slinging hustlers.
That's hilarious.
See, now that's awesome. I remember one time I found my dad's porn, and it was much less awesome. It was the Sears catalog. So it was just like a bunch of regular ass white women and like fat girl bras. You know?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he would get the fucking mail and just say, "Where's Sears? Where's sitting there?" Just-
Yeah.
Yo.
Like, what is it, 1940?
That's hilarious.
I remember I was
My dad's beaten off to ankles. You know?
I was scrolling through my parents' dish, and I went to like the pay-per-view channels, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
And then I used to sneak in the room and be like,
Did he pay for you paid for the porn channels?
No, they did. I just
Nice.
found it on their TV.
Oh.
I just found, yeah, they had it only on their TV, and on
Nah,
all the other ones it was locked.
Was it Dish or was it one of those boxes?
It was Dish.
It was Dish.
Yeah, it was.
My
Dish.
dad had the old school jailbroken cable box.
Oh shit.
It had like 99 channels on it, like, and it was just a little black cable box. But like once you got past 75, it was like the movie channels, and then
Oh,
after
yeah.
like 10 o'clock, one of the movie channels turned into the Spice Channel.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
softcore.
no,
H-
Spice Channel was hardcore.
Yo,
shit.
That shit was hardcore.
Back
stuff.
when HBO used to like play softcore porn.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
that was so funny. Yeah.
What makes it softcore? Just you don't see.
You
penetration?
don't see
hole.
penetration.
There's
Yeah.
no penetration.
All you see is just the motion.
Yeah,
and
motion.
It's
titties.
fake. It's fake
and-
sex
and
versus
breasts.
real
It's
sex.
not real.
They're not really doing
Yeah,
it. No, they're like
they
they're like
probably
taping
aren't
their
really
dicks
having
to
sex.
their side of their
Yeah.
leg and stuff, and it's just all cinematography.
Yeah, it's just motion and titties.
Yeah.
It's
Lot-
it's
lot of
honestly for
titties.
kids to discover and be like, holy shit, and then
Yeah, I used to have the last button like on.
The- yeah,
Nickelodeon.
Oh
the
yeah,
previous
last,
channel?
always on
Yeah,
last,
yeah.
and then I would do a channel up just in case they press
Yeah.
last again. So no, dude, I was a pro at that shit.
I'd be listening for shit like, oh, someone here. Hold on. Let me go back to the break.
And then they HBO had Real Sex, which was wild.
Real Sex was a cool show actually.
Yeah.
Like, cause I mean, I watched it as like a teen, cause like that shit was out when I was like 13 or 14.
Yeah,
And I remember watching it and like. Granted, I was watching it because I wanted to see titties.
Oh,
but
of
I was
course.
like,
Yeah.
it was a cool show.
Yeah.
That and Taxi Cab Confessions
they always had
was
terrible,
nuts.
terrible
That
storylines
was
and
a nut-
acting in it too.
Yo,
the
you,
worst.
you think porn stars in the 90s ever acted like comedians? Where they're like, yo, dude, I just got my HBO special. Yo, I'm on the come up, boy.
Oh, that's funny. Well,
That's
I mean,
wild.
yeah, I guess. I mean, they are really like that. I guess. I mean, I follow. I met one, an adult actress at the club recently. Followed her, and like just this past like week, she was up for like some awards for like best MILF in the game or something like that.
Who? What's her name?
Alexis Fox. Alexis
I don't know
Fox.
I know. Alexis
Fox is a good family name though in porn.
you say you know her?
Yeah, I've seen her.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen her.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
no,
very
like
nice.
that,
I
but
met, I
I've
met her
seen
a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago, and she's a very, very nice person.
Yeah.
Very cool. She was like judging roast battle or something.
Porn
with
stars are
Ryan.
cool because they're like very open people. I met a few in LA and stuff, and worked on different projects. Not porns, but
Yeah, of
just
course.
projects
Oh,
where,
yeah?
where porn people were. Yeah, and they're like the most open, just comfortable people. Like I feel like you got to be extra comfortable with yourself if you're just selling.
Well, not
out.
only yourself, but then like you got to be open with people because I mean everybody you meet that you know recognizes you, has seen every part of you.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know.
I do think it's funny to think of porn stars like actors and then compare it to like live sex shows versus porn is the same as like theater versus movies. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and it's
shit.
like
They got beef. Like,
yeah, they got beef. They're like,
the-
oh, you couldn't do what I
yeah,
do.
The live sex shows like we're real artists, okay?
Excuse me, when you moan, does it hit the back of the room or no?
I've got a Tony.
This is true erotica. What are you doing?
Yeah,
you know?
she's like, well, you can't. I have to like be more subtle with it when I'm getting.
Have you ever been to a live sex
facial.
show?
Yeah.
You have.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been to one. I don't know if I would like it.
I came
How'd
to
you like
Perverts
it?
here one time and I was disgusted and I walked right.
That's how I am every time we go to Perverts. I go in, I'm like, these white folks is wild. They walk the fuck
Dude,
out.
yeah.
Perverts is supposed to be like
Disgusting?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a live sex
I'm
show
good.
isn't that bad because one of the weird things is there's no it's not a show where there's a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah.
The way it works is there's a theater where they do live sex shows, and the theater just has performers coming on all day long without stopping. And you buy a ticket for like 1 hour. So whenever you
Oh.
get there, you walk in, you stay for an hour, and then you leave. And it's not like you're beating off, but like people just, you know.
But you're beaten off, you know.
Yeah,
like-
you're beating off. No, you're not really.
That's
You're not supposed
wild.
to
Oh,
because
you
you're in
know-
like a theater. It's like a real theater. And so there's
Didn't stop Pee Wee Herman, dog.
Wait,
Hey.
you're not supposed to.
no.
Hey,
no one
we're
does.
gonna
So what's the
we're gonna
point?
bring people out to have sex live in front of you. Do not be
Yeah.
your dick.
There's one dude like, fuck, I thought.
Well, I went on the red light district in Amsterdam, so it's
Yeah.
like it's a full theater. It's not like one of those, you know,
All right, so
Times Square.
I have questions.
nudie
So
mags.
did they come out clothed?
Well, it's
Or
not
did they
always
just come
two
out
people.
butt naked?
It's not always
Oh,
two
okay.
people.
So they had
They have-
orgies on
yeah,
stage.
they have
Did
different
they-
acts.
Did they bow afterwards?
Yes, they did.
People are throwing roses.
Woo! Bro, it's like
You see somebody crying and shit like, oh my god, that's the most beautiful performance I've ever seen.
dude, it's like legit a show. So the first when I was there, the first person that came out was this woman by herself, and she starts like playing with herself in front of you. And
Are
she's
you like
kinda
in the
just,
balcony seats with like the
So did she come
opera
out naked or did
binoculars
she
just,
come
like,
out
watching?
having clothes
I would
on?
say the room is about the same size as the Fat Man.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's like it's a big room,
Yeah, it's a
and
big
you're
room.
there, and you know you're close enough that you can really see it, but
Yeah.
you know A jumbotron would be nice.
Just go home and watch porn.
They
On
got
your
different
big
camera
Maybe a
angles.
4K a little
Yeah.
bit. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
They got
so,
their camera on the little track going on the thing.
yeah, and she's like, she's doing crowd work. So at one point she goes,
doing crowd work.
She goes, "Hey, can I get a
No.
like a volunteer?" And so I was with this one dude. He was a very skittish guy named Mitch, and he's Australian. Very nice guy, but very like nervous.
Yeah.
And I just took his hand and I raised his hand, and she goes, "You," and he goes, "Fuck." And then he goes up on stage. She lays him on the ground, takes his shirt off, takes a Sharpie, uncaps it, puts it up her pussy, and then signs her name on his chest.
What
So
the
well
fuck?
that his name was Mitch, Mitch. She drew a little heart on top of the eye for the dot.
Oh, that's nice.
Bro.
Wow.
That's nice.
Wild. What the fuck? Yeah, and then so she sends him off. She comes off stage. You get the next group. It's this couple that's fucking.
Yeah.
And like they're on a bed that rotates like a lazy Susan.
Yeah.
And
Austin
like
Powers bed, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so like I mean, it seems like it was a routine, right? Like he wasn't just trying to get his nut.
They,
Like,
they
he-
had choreography and shit.
Yeah.
He's doing so much. Why are you improvising?
He just stands up and spins her.
There were moments where like he's hitting it from the back and he's like doing this
No.
shit.
Yeah.
Doing the Patrick Bateman.
Yeah.
That's so
They got an
funny.
orchestra down in the pit just playing and shit.
Dude, and people are losing their fucking minds. I mean, like, you go into this theater and they give you like the
That's wild as fuck.
what is it? The bridesmaids penis lollipops.
Oh
and
my
like,
God.
yeah. They fucking market the shit out of it.
And
See,
at
I
the end,
went
they
to
all come
Amsterdam.
back on and they're pointing to the lights and then pointing to the orchestra. And
I wonder what, like,
One
they're
girl was
making a
popping
year.
ping pong balls out of her pussy, like into the audience. There were people like catching it in their mouths.
Oh, that's just gross.
It was like a
What the
circus of
fuck?
sex. Is how I would describe it.
That's wild.
When I went in 2000.
You can make a career out of that.
I went in 2011.
George trying to apply.
So Europe, I went to Amsterdam. Me and my buddy were there for a few days, and we were walking around, and we had spent like 3 weeks in Europe with no weed. And so like when we got to Amsterdam, my buddy had like all these things planned out, and I said, no, we're not doing any of these museum shits. We'll walk by Anne Frank's house, but you can go in. I'm gonna go get weed.
Yeah.
And then so we got a bunch of weed and just doing our thing. It was funny. As soon as we walked out of the hotel, we're like, "Fuck, where do we find these? Where do we find the weed at? Where can we find this?"
Everywhere.
So, everywhere, exactly. But we literally just walked out. We walked to the corner. We see this guy wearing like a white button-up shirt, short-sleeve shirt, and like blue pants. I'm like, "Oh, excuse me, can you tell us where we find like the weed cafes or the cafes?" He's like, turns around, police badge on the front of him. He goes, "Oh yeah, right over there." But I was gonna say, when we went to the red light district, we were walking through, and I had my GoPro on, and I had it out, and then just like this big like 6'5" lady comes out in like full like bikini, and just goes, "You can't record here." And I was just like, okay, my bad. I just put it away, and then we were walking. We were like, "Yeah, you walk through the red light district, and you see some baddies in there, and you're like,
Yeah.
damn." And then, but when it came down to it, me and my buddy were like, "Do you want to go in here?" And I looked at my buddy. I looked at me. I looked at my bag of weed that was almost empty. I looked back at my buddy, and I was like, "Let's go get more weed." And we're like, "Yeah, let's go."
Yeah.
So like we didn't really
The red
fuck
light
with it
district
too
is
much.
different. It's like you're walking through like a bunch of Barbie like boxes,
Mm-hmm.
just like in big ass like boxes and stuff. It's like,
Exactly.
which Barbie am I gonna smash today? Hey,
Also-
Barbie.
Dude, I will say the guys that work at the red light district are not for the fucking boys.
No, they're
No,
not. Absolutely
no.
not.
No,
no,
because
no.
I was with my wife and I was in the red light district. We were just walking around, and this is my first day in Amsterdam. And this one guy that works at like the pizza shop in the red light district sees me and goes, "Hey, my man, back again. How you doing?" And I'm like,
what the fuck?
"What the fuck are you doing? I've never been here."
We're just with your brand new wife. Like, what the fuck?
But I'm like, really? Like, if I was there, let's say I was the guy that was frequenting the red light district, I don't want her to know that.
Yeah.
You're like, shut up, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck up.
My little brother and his friend spent some time in Europe too, and they went to Amsterdam, and they actually went into one of these places just to check it out. My little brother's friend went in, and they went in just to walk in the door was like $60, and then they were like, then they had like a whole menu of like what you could do, and my brother was like, "Dude, it was so much money. Like it
Oh,
basically
yeah,
almost
I'm
charged us
sure.
$20 to look at the menu." Like I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus. Like they ended up not doing anything and both lost like $80, like just for walking in a door.
I'm sure it's not cheap, but I'm also sure they have like the dive. bar.
Well, no, but there's the women's like guys, handlers or whatever, security guards. They're the ones that do all the
Oh,
transaction
oh,
stuff for you.
damn.
Apparently.
So
Dude.
it's not like in rush hour.
I can't remember who it was. I feel like it was a New York comic, but I was talking to someone and they're like, yeah, dude, we went to Amsterdam, or we went to Australia because in Australia they have brothels. The same thing. Like you can just buy sex. And he goes, we were so excited for the brothels that we literally left the airport, went straight to the brothel. We had our suitcases with us and everything. We get in there and it's like, 2 p.m. And so we look, what they do is they bring all the girls that are working and they line them up and you get to just pick.
Yeah.
And he goes, and like, we weren't really feeling any of them. So we just left. And it's like, bro, how fucking disrespectful to these women.
Dog.
Like, bro, we're so excited. We can't even go to the fucking Airbnb before we get here.
That's also
and then
just
we
kinda
see
funny,
the options
too.
and go, never mind.
Yeah.
That's also really funny to go to a brothel like, man, I can't get pussy. I'm just gonna go buy something and get there. I don't want any of this. I can do better.
Y'all want to go smoke some weed? Yeah.
That's wild. Just look at him and be like, nah.
He's just sitting there with his like suitcase and stuff. Like,
First of all, I'd be asking him, when did you clock on today?
Yeah, I know, dude. You don't want to be the fucking
Oh, yeah.
end of the shift.
Yeah.
Right?
you're my last client of the day. Fuck.
You're hitting it. She goes, oh, I'm just so tired. It's been such a long day.
You
Fuck.
got who's the newest hire here?
Any interns?
I don't know if I could do it.
What, fuck a hooker?
Yeah, because I don't even like strip clubs. They smell weird to me.
I've been to one strip club in my whole life. And it was like a super high priced, like Washington, D.C. This is where the politicians go, strip club.
Oh, okay.
And I had a friend named Cash. Well, we called him Cash. His name was Casamasima. And he
I
fell
call
in
him
love.
Cash, too.
He fell in love with one of the strippers, like
Oh my
head
God.
over
T-Pain?
heels. And he gave her his whole life savings, $6,000 that night. And he goes, we're actually in love. And I was like, no, you're not. Did she give you her phone number? And he goes, no, but I got the Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'm looking through, I'm like, oh, it's like legit the Instagram. Next morning, blocked.
Yeah.
God damn
Yeah.
it.
Hilarious.
He
Yeah,
got
fucking
played.
crazy.
No. Strip clubs are just, I've been to 4. And each time, twice I was trying to use the bathroom in New Orleans. The other 2 times, homies took me.
That's no way to talk about the strippers.
Yeah.
You have to go to Amsterdam for that,
You know, I'm
Jordan.
just like, man, it fucking smells weird in here. How can anybody enjoy with this just aroma of ugh going on in the fucking air?
Yeah,
Like,
strip clubs are weird. When I was younger, I used to just like order private strippers to the house when I was like, just be like, come over to the house.
Yeah.
And they would be like, you want me to strip? I'm like, you just want to smoke weed and hang out? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then eventually they'd just get naked and we'd just be smoking weed in the living room. Just like, all right, cool, what's up? And they're like, oh, your hour's up. It's like, all right. Sometimes
Where is this?
back home in California, you can like order
You can order them
to your house.
It's called prostitutes.
Can you imagine the fucking nasty ass strippers that deliver in New Jersey?
Oh, God. No, don't get me wrong, because like it's funny because like you will go
You
out.
get like Fran the nanny. You know?
Well, it's funny because
Yo.
like there would be times like because like we'd be having big parties or something and everyone throw in, get a couple strippers to come over, just make the party a little more fun, like girls would throw in money, girls like guys and girls alike would be there, but like it was funny. I remember one time like this girl was like, yeah, let's get strippers, and I'm like, all right, cool. So we order them, we let her pick the ones out. The fucking bitches show up to the door and the girl opens the door and says, this don't look like you.
Yeah.
Slam the fucking door right in their
You're like,
face.
show you go, this you. You can't tell me this is you.
This ain't you,
This ain't
bitch.
you.
This ain't
Ain't no
you.
way.
She literally slammed the door in the face, and then like 30 minutes later, knock on the door, and they were like the big dude, and like he had like 2 different girls, and they're like, oh, sorry, the other ones, didn't really match. So these ones okay? And the girl looked at one, and she's like,
The pimps.
that one, or like they're security, But yeah, they're basically they're
Yeah.
pimps. But like, it was funny because then the girl even was just like, we'll take that one. Like
That's
she did
fucking
2.
brutal. That's worse
Damn.
than an open mic, dude.
Dude, it's so bad, dude. It
Damn.
was funny though. Like I was like, oh man.
Because that other girl that didn't get picked, she's like, fuck, I'm not getting paid. They don't think I'm good
Yeah.
enough.
She's probably gonna lose her gig over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. That's rough. Writing that in the resume.
You're like 2 Chainz, he got a stripper on payroll, you know? Hell yeah.
Yeah. Wait, 2 Chainz says he has a stripper on
The
payroll.
song he goes, I got my strippers on payroll.
It just sounds like girlfriends.
Yeah. Strippers on the payroll.
Yo, did y'all see
Not a bad investment.
the Will Smith shit? More Will Smith shit.
More
came
Will
out
Smith shit?
for you to hate him.
What Will Smith shit now?
One of his homies came out, or one of his ex homies that he used to, or assistant or something like that, came out and said he walked in on Will Smith and Dwayne Martin having sex.
Who?
Will Smith and Dwayne Martin.
Who's Dwayne Martin?
He was on the TV show All of Us. He's like famously Will Smith's actor friend.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what he's famous for. Is like he had a TV show that Will Smith produced, and he's also Will Smith's friend.
And then he was married to.
He was married to Gina Campbell, Gina from the Martin.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they had a club in North Hollywood called Zen Lounge, and honestly, they were kind of tripping on management over there, and that shit crashed. But that's some deeper knowledge.
Wow. Well, honestly, that doesn't make me hate Will Smith. I hope that he is getting his nut with somebody. I hope that he never has sex with that fucking she-devil Jada.
They asked Jada what she thought about the rumors that came out about this, and she just went, "We're gonna sue." That's all she said.
But they're not married. Like, see, fuck Jada, man.
Well, she said they.
But also,
on that night that the slap happened, that they rekindled their love and that they are married
I don't
now.
give a fuck anymore.
You see
Hollywood's
her book,
on
her
some
book
weird
also
shit.
flopped.
Her book flopped?
Book
Yeah.
flop.
I
Nobody
good,
wants to
'cause here's the
read what
thing.
she has to say.
I'll be
Nobody
honest,
wants to
I
hear any
do.
of
I
that.
want to hate listen. And I just wanted to give it enough time that like she got like shit on for no one listening, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah, and then you gotta.
I think that's what everyone's gonna do. They were like, "Yo, we're not giving this bitch a bestseller, but 2 years from now,
We're all
listen."
gonna download the free PDF online.
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
Kindles. I like that you are like, I'm not even gonna hate read it. I'm gonna hate listen to it. Like I'm not even gonna put effort into it. Like I'm just gonna put it on Audible.
If it's her narrating, are you still gonna hate?
Oh
listen?
god.
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
But I'm gonna make it talk faster.
You know what'd be really funny is if she made Will Smith do the Audible. Like the
Oh my God.
It's just her book and Will Smith's reading it to you on Audible.
That's sad. That's sad. But there's probably a lot of shit like that going on in Hollywood. Those Hollywood people are fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like they be doing all types of gay shit over there, which is cool, whatever. But I don't know. I'm tired of hearing Will Smith and Jada. It's just like every month there's a new thing about why they're toxic.
And it's like it's not even fun. Like
No.
Kanye shit is fun to still talk about.
Yeah,
Kanye's
like,
crazy.
Oh, Kanye's having another mental breakdown.
Yeah.
This is nuts. He's about
Yeah.
to say
But
some
he's like
wild
he's
shit.
still likable to a certain extent. Like
Yeah.
he's redeemable because
Yeah.
like the music is great. Jada
Y'all heard a
has
snippet the other
no
day.
redeemable qualities.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best thing that she made was fucking Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
And
He's
that
just
dude
icon
is
living.
like fine.
Yeah, I heard a Kanye snippet the other day, and I'm almost ready to forgive.
What did he say? Oh, a new song?
Yeah.
He's out in Saudi Arabia or something.
Did you see
making a
the?
new
Did you
album.
I saw a post where it's like Kanye's
On Tatooine from Star Wars.
Basically, it was
Yeah.
like, and it basically just showed where he's riding on the. Dude, that place is bad. Fucking
Yeah,
ass, dude.
yeah,
That place
yeah.
looks awesome.
I do love when Kanye just does famous people shit. Like he takes a fucking tour on that canal boat and just starts getting head on the tour.
Yo, legendary.
But like, there are people 2 feet away
yeah.
from you. It's not far.
Yo,
It's
He
not
has
like-
his face covered like, yeah, y'all can't tell that it's me.
This
Yeah, he's
nigga
like,
was-
you can't tell it's Kanye. You can, and it's also just some dude getting his dick sucked.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
ass out on a gondola, nigga. That shit is gangster, bro.
you know what it's like. You know that in Austin they have those bike, like
The bike bars.
the bike bars. Imagine some dude just fucking his wife
Like,
in the middle of the bike
That's
bar.
so funny.
Just ass out on the gondola.
The best part would be it would have been better if he was just standing up like this, getting it. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
everybody, I'm Kanye.
Yo, his wife was a trooper for that shit too. Just was like, yeah, I'll suck your dick right here on the fucking boat
Fuck
in
it.
the middle.
Well, I mean, come on. After now, granted, yeah, he's rich as fuck and he's Kanye, but now if you're marrying Kanye, you're crazy as fuck too. Like, you know what I mean?
Most
Like,
definitely.
most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, she's walking around looking like a mannequin. This is fucking all black fucking face cover and shit. So
Why is he walking around barefoot in Italy though? That's the shit that I don't understand. Like Kanye, bro. Ew.
Yeah, but here's the thing, dude.
It's
Some people
gross.
just do that shit. My fucking
Those are the new
my
Yeezy
immigrant
Zeros.
wife, bro. She loves walking around with no shoes on. She shows me photos of people in Australia just like walking into the store with no shoes. I'm like, you guys are fucking savages, bro. Seriously,
no
like,
arches at all.
they're like
yeah.
the fucking hobbits. They just run around and their feet are like black from the bottom of Mordor.
Dog. No.
Yeah, like some. It's fucking why I'm like a repressed Irish Catholic. I'm like, you haven't seen my knees once this year. Put some fucking sandals on.
All my shorts go to here.
Yeah, you know.
yeah, dude. That's hilarious.
That is pretty good.
Hopefully this new Kanye music is good because I've hated everything that he's put music wise.
Yeah, Jesus is King was not it.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, but that
Honestly,
you should
like-
take that serious. I thought Donda was good.
I didn't like Donda.
Donda
at
had
all.
moments.
Donda was
It
good.
had
for
good
me.
moments.
I think
but,
Life of
yeah.
Pablo is one of the most underrated albums.
I love
That's
Pablo.
my favorite album of all time.
Really?
Of all time.
I
Yeah, I
love
like
it.
College
Pablo.
Dropout. That's the only one I really like.
Really?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy
My
is
Beautiful Dark
arguably
Twisted
the best
Fantasy,
one.
My favorite Kanye.
I don't know. I don't know if I've listened to that one. I mean, I'm not a huge Kanye fan. Like,
Yeah.
I've only taken the time to listen to
Well,
College
what's-
Dropout, and then I was like, I actually like this. I'll keep listening to this one. And then I listened to a couple things on Donda, and I was like,
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting about College Dropout is that's when he was more of a lyricist. I
Yeah.
mean, as he goes on, he gets more into like his
actually
producing.
rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I was listening to a bunch of Kanye albums on the way to New Mexico, and like Life of Pablo is where he started giving up on lyrics, where it was just like he was letting a lot of shit
Bleach
slide.
on my T-shirt.
Yeah.
I'ma
It was,
feel like
but
an
even
asshole.
even that is like a Kanye bar that he probably would have made in College Dropout. So like, I mean, he's fucking like he has bars like that in College Dropout, but like there's certain shit where he's like in Donda is a bunch of kind of reference tracks that he's kind of like letting slide, like he's like even mumbling on the fucking verse or whatever, and like he kind of started that on Life of Pablo, where he's just mumbling, rambling. You don't really understand what the fuck it is, but it's still kind of hard because the beat is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And it was just after that he's just like letting reference tracks go.
Dude, do you know who I've been getting really into? Is Baby Keem.
Baby King.
Yeah, fucking, he's on Donda on Praise God.
Yeah,
Fucking, he steals that song.
that's Kendra's cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he-
Ugly as fuck, you out of
you know Family Ties?
yeah.
Beat him
yeah.
up. Beat him up. Beat him up. I don't know. Fucking hard.
There's certain, I don't know, like there's some, I don't listen to a lot of new rap because I hate most of it, but there's some rap music that I like Big X the Plug. That bitch, I'm from Texas. Well, we got something.
Oh, the Mexican dude.
Yeah, Big X, no, the black dude.
No, that dude's like something the Mexican, I think.
Oh,
The guy that was on the Schultz podcast?
yeah, that dude.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is. But I think his name is like blank the Mexican.
Oh, okay. I don't know who
fine.
you're talking about then.
Oh, you don't know Big X the Plug? He's got
No.
the song Levels. Man, I've been really popping my shit on a whole different level.
Oh.
You playing gets into the devil. That nigga's
Not
talking.
familiar.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, I've been speaking of rap, Andre 3000
Oh, he
Just
released a
dropped
new
his-
album.
flute album, which
I'm gonna clap some cheeks to that shit, boy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this proves that Andre is like the greatest rapper of all time. This
I can
nigga just
dig
dropped
that.
a whole barless album, and everybody's talking about it.
That's
well,
true.
he's just a
yeah.
talented musician in
Yeah.
general. Like, I mean, all any way you look at it, like, I heard like the whole thing's like set to like 432 hertz, right?
Yeah.
Which is great because like he posted that tweet and he says, "Y'all need some. I'm about to give you some healing." And
Yeah.
he sets it all to like
The healing frequency.
the healing
Yeah.
frequency, which is fucking awesome.
But like no other rapper could do this, and that's why I think he's the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
we
only-
wouldn't
the-
care.
the
We
The
wouldn't
only
care.
other one I think that could come close to something as like I wouldn't say the same, but unique as that, and some would probably be Childish Gambino.
But wait, I
Yeah.
don't
I
understand
I feel like because he would do something artsy like that would also pop off like
Yeah.
that.
But how does making an album where he doesn't rap make him the greatest rapper?
Because he doesn't need to rap anymore.
But then it's not rap.
It's a musician.
yeah, but
He's in-
everybody's wanted a solo Andre 3000 album because
And
he's
he
never
gave-
dropped one.
That's so funny.
And then when he gives us one, it doesn't have any raps on it, and we're all like, "Thank you,
yeah,
thank you for
I
your
guess.
bars."
I just think it's sorry.
I guess. I feel like I'm still going to die on the hill that Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper.
Of course you are.
Yeah,
and you know
yeah, I
what?
love
And
that.
in my eyes, he's making
He's
a
the fucking, he's a rapper. I mean, he raps on everything.
yeah. And in my eyes, he's making a nice little comeback now because for a while he was putting out a bunch of trash verses.
I also
But
think he's getting.
bullshit.
I think he's just getting better, healthy
Oh,
mentally
yeah,
and
yeah,
physically.
yeah.
You know,
He
like, I've
looks
been
he looks a lot healthier than he
Oh
did.
yeah,
like
because
a
I
few
mean,
years ago.
you gotta remember, like right at his peak, dude. Like he was completely fucked up all the time. He had
Yeah.
handlers just going out. Like there's that interview where like they're quoting his lyrics to him. He's like, "I said that." Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He doesn't even
You
remember
ever
like
see that
writing
interview
some of these
where
lyrics.
he's talking to a chick and then he kicks over his cup of lean?
I haven't seen that
No.
one. No.
Yeah, he kicks over the cup. He's like, "Oh shit, my lean!" And it's like, "You are an addict."
My favorite thing he ever did was when he was like I think this was like maybe 2007 or 8. He started like rolling blunts, but then rolling the white paper around it, so cops would think it's just a cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
And he'd just be walking around with white blunts everywhere, and it's like it's a cigarette. And it's like, dude, it's this long. Like, what are you smoking? Virginia Slim,
Yeah,
light
it's just
120s, or
Virginia
what?
My favorite is just that clip of when the dude read out like the top greatest rappers of all time, and they're like, Gucci? And he goes, Gucci Mane? Gucci Mane's on the list? Eminem's on the list? Shout out my man Gucci.
Gucci who? Gucci Mane?
Y'all remember when Wayne was they going to jail or whatever, and they did the videos of him like interviewing like the attorney or lawyer?
Oh,
or
his
whatever.
deposition and
Yeah,
shit?
and he goes, do you portray yourself to be anything? He goes, sir, I don't portray myself to be anything besides Dwayne Michael Carter III. And he's like, do you remember when so-and-so interviewed and said you were the greatest rapper of all time? Do I remember? Yeah, I remember. Why would you ask me that? And he's just like giving the fucking interviewer the hardest fucking time.
Yeah.
Then he says something, he would like go like, he can't save you. And he goes, what did you say? He goes, I was talking to myself.
Wait, what was that? He recently just had a fucking awesome bar about Funyuns. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Is that on the Big Dog song? Did it just come out?
Here we go. Funyuns. Yeah, this is the article. Eminem, Lil Wayne's Funyuns bar blew my mind.
yeah.
I mean, everybody loves Funyuns, dog.
Here's what he said. He goes,
A bunch of O's like.
bro,
Funyuns,
Wayne
yeah.
just said, got a bunch of zeros in my bag. Wait, got a bunch of zeros like a bag of new Funyuns.
Yeah.
Fuck, why didn't I think of that?
That's so funny.
That's so silly. There's a video of him looking at his lyrics right before he was going to perform on Jimmy Fallon. He was like, yeah, I don't write down anything. So I have my crew. They just type up my lyrics, and I look over on right before I perform.
Dude.
Wheezy.
That's the best rapper of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I think he's great. He just did. I think that was a freestyle he did for the Fugees at a Fugees concert.
That was
Oh, yeah?
hard.
And he just freestyled, or maybe not freestyle, but he did a verse that for their song, and it was fucking fantastic.
That's awesome.
Wait a
But
minute. Can we talk about the Fugees for a second?
oh yeah.
Did you hear what happened with the Fugees? Like, all of them have been to jail.
Well,
Have you noticed
the
that?
one guy's about to go to jail for life, I think.
and, wait, and isn't one of them like a spy or some shit for the
Yeah, that guy.
feds?
That
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
For-
Yeah,
for, like,
Lauren
Russia
Hill
or
went
some
to
shit
jail
like
for
that.
taxes. Fucking
Yeah.
Wyclef went to jail because he was like stealing money that was meant for like charity.
Embezzlement.
Oh
yeah.
shit!
And now the
Wyclef
new guys-
did that.
yeah.
Damn,
And now the new
Wyclef,
guys
you're
like
not
a-
supposed to
a
do that,
dumb-
Wyclef. You're supposed to be the good one, Wyclef.
And the other guy's like a Chinese
yeah.
and Russian spy or something
Yeah.
like that.
He's like on trial for treason.
Yeah.
That's wild.
No
What the fuck?
woman, no cry.
Why the fuck they out here
What do
doing
you have to say
concerts
for
then?
yourself? Can you guys forgive me? I gave you a bunch of good music. Please.
I think on tour you was talking about like we're all gonna be here for a very long time. Well, except
That's funny.
Do you think that like the whatever entity he was working for, they're like, you got to start a band, you got to start an R&B band or something like to go undercover with? Because that's crazy. Like a member of the Fugees is a legit like undercover agent. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's not real.
think he was like either connected with people and then he just got caught up in some dumb shit.
Oh damn.
Maybe took some money for something, but I don't know.
He didn't want to do it
Just
because the music they were making was so good. He was like, "Oh fuck, I can't do this to these
Oh,
people."
we're actually a good band.
Yeah, we're actually
Yeah, but I
really
think he
good.
was taking a lot of money.
Oh, probably.
Like,
yeah.
talking 100 million or something.
Definitely.
Like crazy.
Sounds like a cool guy to me.
Yeah.
That's wild. It's like, how do you get approached to be an undercover spy? You know,
I don't know.
that's wild.
Maybe if you would have continued being a Chinese line dancer.
Hold on.
That would have got you, bro. That would have brought you in.
I couldn't do it, man. I'm not emotionally built for shit like that. I'd be like, damn, I actually like this person at all. I'm supposed to be spying on you, nigga.
Yeah.
I'd be trying to give you hints like, bro,
Yeah.
get the fuck out. They here.
Like a Wolf of Wall Street, I'm wearing a wire.
Comedians would also be the worst spies of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're all getting fucked up every night. So it'd be like,
There has to be at least one comedian out there that is a spy, though. We just don't know it. There has to be at least one.
Just on he's a spy, but on his leisure, he hits open mics.
Yeah.
In his spare time.
All stuff's way too political, though.
Yeah. Now watch it in
Because he knows the truth.
He knows the truth.
Dude, 15, 20 years, we're going to see a huge comedian like, yo, you were a fucking spy the whole time? What the fuck? Yeah.
There's a comedian named James Acaster. Have you guys ever heard of him?
Mm-hmm.
British dude. And he had this live show. And it was so fucking smart and funny where he goes, all these comedians, they keep making podcasts. But I'm not actually a comedian. I'm actually an undercover cop because I know comedians do a lot of drugs. So I became an undercover a comedian as an undercover cop so I can catch them doing drugs. But in order to be a comedian, I have to have a podcast. So what I decided to do was I just wear a wire everywhere. And I call my podcast The Wire. What the fuck? And it's like he's in a room with all these drug dealers. And he goes, Oi, James, we caught the rat. And he goes, who's the rat? He goes, it was Steven. He goes, no, he's not. And he goes, what? He goes, shouldn't have said that. It's so fucking dumb.
How many cops do you think go to comedy shows?
I think a lot. I mean, that's the thing. Is like you never know what people do for their profession when they come in on their day off. But I mean, cops, they walk around, they listen to podcasts, they like comedy too.
What % of cops do you think want to be in the FBI?
Ooh.
Like, some cops are just like, hey, I'm a neighborhood cop. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And other cops are like, I'm going to take down
Yeah.
that guy from
I
the
think-
Fugees.
I'm gonna catch him.
Probably the ones that are detectives and like I guess want to keep climbing that ladder. They'll
Yeah.
be like,
Before I moved out
FBI.
here, I went on a couple dates and hung out like during a couple of COVID dates with this guy, this girl that's like her dad and my dad are friends, but we didn't really know each other. But like, she was a police officer and like she was a detective in some kind of like tax kind of evasions area of the law. But now she works for the FBI.
Oh, for like
Legit.
forensic accounting.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know but I don't know exactly what she does. But I know now she works for the FBI.
That would make me paranoid.
Oh yeah, I was like,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, it didn't last.
Dude, if I was a
As
cop-
soon as I was like, I had like an Instagram account that was just like a straight cringe account, and I was just like, as soon as I knew that this wasn't gonna work, I was like, she was like, I'm cold. I was like, let me get you a sweater, and I gave her like a sweater that had the Instagram logo on it, like for some merch I had at one point. And then she went home, she went back like an hour later. She was like, I don't think we should hang out anymore. I'm like, yes, it worked. Yes, it worked. And then she's like, I'll bring you back your stuff. And the next day she brought me back my sweater and the T-shirt is all folded up and just put on my front porch. I was like, sweet.
Oh, she didn't even wait to give it to you. She just like, peace.
But it was a cringy ass account though. It was like just dumb memes and stuff. It's been deleted forever.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was just like something to do because you're during COVID. You're like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Let's just be toxic online with memes,
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking like, if I was a cop and my arrests were down, I would just go to a comedy show and someone would be like, yo, who likes smoking weed? I like smoking weed. I'm like, arrested. You know
Yeah,
what
that's
I mean?
what makes me nervous. I'm like, oh, you talking about being high on mushrooms.
I remember the first time we did the Def Jam Austin show, we were passing out flyers in the Domain, and there was a bunch of cops who was like, what are you guys doing? And we were like, oh, we're passing out flyers for a comedy show. And they were like, all right, we're gonna show up. I was like, fuck. 'Cause there was like 4 cops, and they were all like very convincing us that, all right, it's at the bar across the street. All right, cool, let's go. We're gonna be there.
Why did they want to come? Because they like comedy or because they thought you were doing something?
I don't fucking know. Maybe because they just wanted to fuck with us.
Did they go?
No, they didn't.
They showed up
Thank
and like,
God.
oh damn, it's actually a comedy show.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
leave.
Oh, fuck no. It's not code for anything.
It's an actual comedy show. Yeah, no.
They run your license, so we just want to run your license, make sure like everything's like, what are you talking about? I'm on the street right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the old Romo Room days.
R.I.P. to Romo Room.
Only time I ever performed there was on your Melting Pot show.
Oh yeah,
was
I
the
did
only
that
time
once. That was a fun show.
That was the only time I ever did that room.
Romo Room was it was different. It was good when it was good, but most of the times it was not good, which was not good. That's why they're not running. Then when they closed down, they blamed all the fucking open mic comedians as to why it fucking crashed and burned.
You're like, oh, you mean the only people that showed up and bought drinks?
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's true. Look at all the other comedy clubs that have been put into the ground because of the open mic comedians. The Creek still doing very well.
Yeah,
Sunset doing well.
That was stupid.
That
That
was
was
so
fucking stupid.
But he was like,
They just wanted
He
that
was very
golf
cocky.
place in there.
Yeah.
he just gave cuck energy. He's like, you want to fuck me in front of my wife? And I was like,
He was married?
Yeah.
no, yeah, he had a little Asian wife.
Asian wife.
Which is always so funny when a white guy marries an Asian wife because
Yeah.
I'm like, that dude, I feel like he just thinks it's going to be like like a very traditional relationship.
Yeah.
But then like the Asian girl's marrying a white guy, so she's like, I'm not gonna have to do any of that Asian shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is fun.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's true.
You guys want to wrap it up because Brandon's gonna be coming in here in a minute.
Okay.
In a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hold on, let me bring up one article that I found that I thought was hilarious. A woman accidentally took 550 tabs of acid, surprisingly fixed her health issues. A 46-year-old woman unintentionally consumed an astonishing 550 times the typical recreational dose of LSD, surviving the experience. Surprisingly, her chronic foot pain, persistent since her early 20s, significantly diminished. Despite blacking out and frequent vomiting for the first 12 hours, she described the subsequent 12 hours as a pleasant high, albeit with reduced vomiting. The substance she believed to be cocaine turned out to be pure LSD in powder form. Recent case studies delve into the effects, both positive and negative, of LSD on the body, such as at such extreme intake levels. 550 hits of LSD.
How much
hold
coke
on.
did
Yeah,
you
exactly.
think
That's
she
what
was
I'm
doing?
saying. How much coke was she trying to do? Yeah.
She had
Not sure.
a fucking mound of it just like Scarface.
Yeah, who counted out each one of those hits before she snorted it? Like,
But that's crazy. Imagine they were like, yo, that was not cocaine. She's like, what the fuck? Like, 24 hours of tripping. First 12 hours, you're just
Dude, I've taken-
vomiting uncontrollably.
I've taken the most I've ever taken is 10 at one time, and that was like 36 hours long.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't normal for like an entire weekend,
Yeah.
dude. Like, it's,
Yeah, I took like 6 hits one time, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. That was too
She
much.
probably had to go to the hospital, right?
oh, definitely.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Well, there's that urban legend too about that guy who tried to sneak in a bunch of LSD like through the airport, where he dipped a T-shirt in liquid LSD and wore it, and then he's in the airport, and then it's on his skin.
it's
It
getting
just
into
starts
his
to
pores.
absorb because he starts sweating, and that is all no facts or evidence, but the urban legend is he did this, and that's like the guy who overdosed and died on LSD, trying to sneak LSD in, like
Damn.
to the country. He was wearing a shirt covered in it.
I would never be in the
Fucking
airport
moron.
on LSD. That seems like a terrible place to be.
Any
fucking
kind of
high on
hallucinations.
acid.
Why would you do that?
On a plane?
Yeah.
I do like getting a little high before going to the airport because it makes me really paranoid. And I don't know why, but I like being paranoid.
Dog, when me and Dean were flying back to Texas, I always smoke weed just all the time or whatever. And we smoked 2 joints before the airport, and Dean got crazy fucking paranoid. And we get to the gate, and before we go through like security, whatever, and he's going through his bag, he goes, I think I have bullets in my bag. I'm like, take them out. What are you talking about? We're at the fucking airport. He's looking through his stuff, and he just starts handing me like random stuff. He handed me some glasses and these 2 lollipops with like a scorpion and a spider. And he was like, will you take this? And I'm like, yeah, Dean, we're good. Like, you can have these. And he was like, wait, there's no bullets in here. I think we're good. I'm like, Dean, let's go to the fucking plane. Like, what the fuck? I don't get the paranoid when I smoke.
Did Dean have his cornrows in at this point?
No,
too?
he didn't.
No, his cornrows. Extra paranoid.
No.
Yo, he just looks like James Franco from Spring Breakers.
It's fine, right?
Spring break. They call me alien.
24 hours of tripping seems too much.
I did that.
though.
The only time that was ever fun was when I did mescaline. That was like 24 hours of like fun tripping. But even at 12, you're like, it's still pretty cool, but man, I'm tired.
Yeah. That's the thing about acid. By hour 10, you're like, yep, still on drugs, still
Because you
high.
can't sleep, right?
No, you can't sleep. Well,
It
so one time
depends.
when I was wilding, I took an Adderall, and I was up for like 24 hours. And then at the end of that 24 hours, I took some acid. And my body was so tired. Once the Adderall like kicked off, I was able to sleep, but I was like tripping balls. And so I would remember like my body sleeping, but in my brain I was just like running through fucking
I've had that.
everywhere. Like it was
it
wild.
good?
Oh, it was great. It was wonderful. I was listening to the Doors in the background, and so I felt like Jim Morrison was God talking to me while I was just running through fields in my brain. It was wild.
I used in college when I was a philosophy major and I have to write philosophy papers. So what I would do is when they would be due on Monday, on Friday I would drop acid, and then as soon as that 12 hours was up, I'd take an Adderall and I would try and stay up for as long as possible.
Oh my God.
And then I would just sit there and I would hit the dictation button on my computer and I would just be like, just talk to my computer and it would write out my whole paper. And then I'd send it through Grammarly and fix it, and after that I'd just turn it in and I'd get like A's and B's on all my philosophy papers.
Damn.
Wow.
That's a cheat code, yo. Jim Morrison being your guide makes sense.
Black Jim Morrison, bro. Long live the Lizard King, bro. Long live the Lizard King, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You can't go wrong with Jim Morrison.
He predicted house music or techno or
Yeah,
DJs
yeah.
and shit.
Electric music. Yeah.
Electric music.
He was like, in the future, everything's gonna be electronic.
It's gonna be
all
one
the-
guy
all the
standing behind a
sounds.
computer.
Yeah.
And like in a famous interview, we did that. And then fast forward now, like electric music's like one of the most
He
popular.
had an
things in the
IQ
world.
of 144 when the average IQ at the time was 42.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was just on a different fucking level. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wait, average IQ
What
is
the
42.
No
So-
way.
Yeah,
no way.
Because average IQ goes up like with each generation. So now the average
42
IQ
is like shit your pants
Yeah,
retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was like in the
That was
60s.
Everybody's retarded back
Yeah,
then.
was in the 60s,
that was
dude,
the
you know?
60s. Because
Don't
now,
you remember the
now the
60s?
average IQ is like 100 or 90 or something.
Okay, but my mom
still
and
feel
dad
like
were
mine's
born in the
42.
60s.
Yeah, they were.
You're acting like
Yeah, but he's talking about the average
such a-
adult like during that generation.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, so
average
my
adult.
grandparents,
yeah. Well, if you look at every generation,
they were not shit your pants
Yeah.
retarded.
if you look at every generation, like our IQ goes up each time.
Okay, I'm not arguing on that. I'm arguing that I don't think 42 was the average IQ
Bro, I'm
back
telling
then.
you. Look it up. Look it up.
No
look it up. Look it up.
fucking
Look it
Was
up.
that the
way,
60s or
dude.
70s?
That was the 60s.
We're all looking it up. We're all fucking fact checking.
42? Bro.
That's why everybody had a bunch of kids. They were just fucking. That's all they could do.
Just a bunch of fucking underbite, like knuckle dragging. Like, bro, we had already gone through the Industrial Revolution by this point.
It says in the 50s the average IQ score was about 100.
Thank
Oh.
you.
And then
Well,
and then it
42
says the
is
average
so
score of an
low.
it says 2020. It says the average IQ test is 100 still. Like,
Oh,
but still,
goddamn.
he's still above them.
There are people with Down syndrome with a higher IQ than 42.
Yeah, but they're not retarded. They just have Down syndrome. I mean, technically, if you want to be technical about it,
This
They just
motherfucker
have
has
little.
they just have a little
Triple
downs,
downs, dog.
little downs.
Damn.
Oh shit.
I think that's a good way to end it.
Yeah, I think we end it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yo,
I'm down
This
to
has
end it
been
there.
two now.
Nick, you want to plug your stuff?
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. This was fun. It's been a long time coming. I'll do it again anytime you want, as long as we do it at 9 a.m. again.
Yeah.
Everybody find me at Nicholas _Ceppaglia,
Oh,
Instagram,
shit.
TikTok, YouTube. Check out Drinking Coffee with Nick on my Instagram and YouTube, and also check out my podcast, the High Noon Podcast with Mason Smith.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Also-
yeah.
I also see him at the Comedy Mothership too.
Yeah, that's where I work there. They let me take the trash out.
Yo, this has been Two Nap.
Yeah, those are two niggas in the pod. I am one of your hosts, Sir Daniel West.
Oh shit, I am your other host, Jordan McDonald. Jimmy left. Jimmy's behind.
Jimmy's
the
behind the
computer
ones and twos.
now. Yeah, they know about none of the year.
We know Jimmy.
We know Jimmy.
Thank you, guys.
Please like and subscribe on the Creek in the Cave YouTube page where you can find our podcast plus many other podcasts. Big shout out to Nicholas Ceppaglia for coming through this morning, kicking it with us in the studio. We got mad clips coming out. Please follow the 2Nap Instagram page and TikTok page at 2NAP SHOW 2Nap Show. Follow my personal shit, Jordan the Unicorn, JORDANTHEUNIXORN. Doing shows every week. We got sketches coming out. We got a bunch of cool shit coming to y'all for y'all's viewing pleasure. Thank y'all so much. Peace, love, and soul. We out.
Peace.